CLEP Principles of Management Collective Bargaining. Question 1. Which concept is shown when a team member keeps discussion focused on goals, facts, and deadlines inside a sales department for the Southridge unit? Option A. Maintenance role. Option B. Task role. Option C. Blocking role. Option D. Informal authority. The correct answer is option B. Task role. Task role fits because task roles help the group accomplish its work. Maintenance role is different because it supports relationships and morale. Blocking role is different because it disrupts group progress, and informal authority is different because it comes from influence rather than position. Question 2. Employees from different backgrounds are actively involved in meetings and decisions inside an HR department for the Southridge unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A. Recruitment. Option B. Filtering. Option C. Bureaucracy. Option D. Inclusion. The correct answer is option D. Inclusion. Inclusion fits because inclusion means people are welcomed, respected, and able to contribute. Recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, filtering is different because it distorts communication, and bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes rules and hierarchy. Question 3. During a management case, a new competitor enters the market with lower prices in a call center for the Southridge unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A. Strength. Option B. Opportunity. Option C. Threat. Option D. Procedure. The correct answer is option C. Threat. Threat fits because a threat is an external condition that can harm performance. Strength is different because it is an internal advantage, opportunity is different because it is an external positive condition, and procedure is different because it is a sequence of steps. Question 4. How should a manager classify a situation where a culture prefers detailed rules and clear procedures to reduce ambiguity at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit? Option A. Uncertainty avoidance. Option B. Power distance. Option C. Individualism. Option D. Job rotation. The correct answer is option A. Uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance fits because uncertainty avoidance describes how much people prefer structure over uncertainty. Power distance is different because it concerns acceptance of hierarchy. Individualism is different because it concerns personal independence. And job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs. Question 5. When a department reaches the goal that customers actually value in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit, which concept is being applied? Option A. Efficiency. Option B. Specialization. Option C. Effectiveness. Option D. Filtering. The correct answer is option C. Effectiveness. Effectiveness fits because effectiveness means achieving intended goals and doing the right things. Efficiency is different because it focuses on resource use. Specialization is different because it divides work into narrow tasks, and filtering is different because it distorts messages. Question 6. After frontline employees send suggestions and problems to senior managers at a university office for the Southridge unit, which label best fits the action? Option A. Downward communication. Option B. Horizontal communication. Option C. External communication. Option D. Upward communication. The correct answer is option D. Upward communication. Upward communication fits because upward communication flows from lower levels to higher levels. Downward communication is different because it flows from managers to employees. Horizontal communication is different because it flows across peers, and external communication is different because it crosses organizational boundaries. Question 7. If a manager uses rewards and consequences to increase desired behavior during a product launch for the Southridge unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A. Equity theory. Option B. Goal-setting theory. Option C. Reinforcement theory. Option D. Matrix structure. The correct answer is option C. Reinforcement theory. Reinforcement theory fits because reinforcement theory explains behavior through its consequences. Equity theory is different because it focuses on fairness perceptions. Goal-setting theory is different because it emphasizes clear and challenging goals, and matrix structure is different because it creates dual reporting lines. Question 8. To analyze a case where employees follow a required sequence for approving purchase orders during a budget review for the Southridge unit, which terms should be selected? Option A. Policy. Option B. Procedure. Option C. Mission. Option D. Span of control. The correct answer is option B. Procedure. Procedure fits because a procedure lists the steps for completing a recurring task. Policy is different because it is broader and less step-by-step. Mission is different because it states the organization's purpose, and span of control is different because it counts direct reports. Question 9. For an exam item where middle managers convert broad goals into departmental actions during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, strategic planning. Option B, orientation. Option C, collective bargaining. Option D, tactical planning. The correct answer is option D, tactical planning. Tactical planning fits because tactical planning translates strategy into plans for units or departments. Strategic planning is different because it is broader and handled mainly by top management. Orientation is different because it introduces new employees to the organization, and collective bargaining is different because it is negotiation between labor and management. Question 10. In a workplace example where workers are told that safety goggles must be worn in the lab during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit, which concept is tested? Option A, policy. Option B, rule. Option C, strategy. Option D, empowerment. The correct answer is option B, rule. Rule fits because a rule states exactly what must or must not be done. Policy is different because it offers broad guidance rather than a specific command. Strategy is different because it sets broad direction, and empowerment is different because it gives employees more decision authority. Question 11. Before choosing an answer about a leader asks employees for input before making an important decision inside a sales department for the Southridge unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, democratic leadership. Option B, autocratic leadership. Option C, laissez-faire leadership. Option D, transactional leadership. The correct answer is option A, democratic leadership. Democratic leadership fits because democratic leadership involves participation and shared input. Autocratic leadership is different because it relies on leader-centered decision-making. Laissez-faire leadership is different because it provides minimal direction, and transactional leadership is different because it emphasizes exchanges of rewards for performance. Question 12. One manager notices that a team member reduces tension and encourages quieter members to participate inside an HR department for the Southridge unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, task role. Option B, maintenance role. Option C, program decision. Option D, line authority. The correct answer is option B, maintenance role. Maintenance role fits because maintenance roles support group relationships and cohesion. Task role is different because it focuses directly on completing the work. Program decision is different because it handles routine problems, and line authority is different because it commands core work activities. Question 13. Could a case where employees work harder when they believe effort leads to performance and performance leads to valued rewards in a call center for the Southridge unit best point to which concept? Option A, equity theory. Option B, expectancy theory. Option C, reinforcement theory. Option D, bureaucracy. The correct answer is option B, expectancy theory. Expectancy theory fits because expectancy theory connects effort, performance, and outcomes. Equity theory is different because it centers on fairness comparisons. Reinforcement theory is different because it focuses on consequences after behavior, and bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes rules and hierarchy. Question 14. Why would a scenario where a company reinforces a new process until it becomes the normal way to work at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit most likely test which idea? Option A, refreezing. Option B, unfreezing. Option C, storming. Option D, forecasting. The correct answer is option A, refreezing. Refreezing fits because refreezing stabilizes a change so the new behavior lasts. Unfreezing is different because it prepares people for change. Storming is different because it is a team development stage, and forecasting is different because it estimates future conditions. Question 15. Where does a team includes employees with different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, uniformity. Option B, centralization. Option C, budget variance. Option D, workforce diversity. The correct answer is option D, workforce diversity. Workforce diversity fits because workforce diversity refers to differences among employees that can affect work and decisions. Uniformity is different because it means sameness rather than difference. Centralization is different because it keeps authority at higher levels, and budget variance is different because it compares financial actuals with planned amounts. Question 16. Should a student connect a production manager directly supervises employees who make the company's product at a university office for the Southridge unit with which management concept? Option A, staff authority. Option B, line authority. Option C, informal authority. Option D, mediation. The correct answer is option B, line authority. Line authority fits because line authority is direct authority over core work activities. Staff authority is different because it provides advice and support, informal authority is different because it comes from relationships rather than formal position, and mediation is different because it helps parties settle a dispute. Question 17. Which concept is shown when a department head groups jobs, assigns authority, and allocates resources during a product launch for the Southridge unit? Option A, planning. Option B, leading. Option C, controlling. Option D, organizing. The correct answer is option D, organizing. Organizing fits because organizing creates the structure needed to carry out a plan. Planning is different because it chooses goals before the structure is built. Leading is different because it motivates people rather than designs jobs. And controlling is different because it checks performance after standards exist. Question 18. A leader gives capable experts broad freedom and little direct supervision during a budget review for the Southridge unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, bureaucratic leadership. Option C, transactional leadership. Option D, laissez-faire leadership. The correct answer is option D, laissez-faire leadership. Laissez-faire leadership fits because laissez-faire leadership minimizes leader control and allows follower autonomy. Autocratic leadership is different because it is directive and centralized. Bureaucratic leadership is different because it follows rules closely, and transactional leadership is different because it emphasizes rewards and corrections. Question 19. During a management case, a manager sets objectives and chooses actions before work begins during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, organizing. Option B, leading. Option C, planning. Option D, controlling. The correct answer is option C, planning. Planning fits because planning is the function that defines goals and decides how to reach them. Organizing is different because it arranges resources after goals are set. Leading is different because it influences people to work toward goals, and controlling is different because it measures results against standards. Question 20. How should a manager classify a situation where a manager uses formal authority to impose a conflict decision quickly during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit? Option A, accommodation. Option B, collaboration. Option C, compromise. Option D, forcing. The correct answer is option D, forcing. Forcing fits because forcing is a win-lose style that relies on power or authority. Accommodation is different because it gives in to preserve harmony. Collaboration is different because it seeks mutual gains, and compromise is different because it splits concessions between sides. Question 21. When leaders explain why old habits must change before introducing a new system inside a sales department for the Southridge unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, unfreezing. Option B, refreezing. Option C, controlling. Option D, recruiting. The correct answer is option A, unfreezing. Unfreezing fits because unfreezing prepares people to let go of current behaviors and accept change. Refreezing is different because it stabilizes the new behavior. Controlling is different because it measures performance against standards, and recruiting is different because it attracts applicants. Question 22. After a manager defines a problem, lists alternatives, evaluates them, and selects a solution inside an HR department for the Southridge unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, grapevine. Option B, equity theory. Option C, laissez-faire leadership. Option D, rational decision-making model. The correct answer is option D, rational decision-making model. Rational decision-making model fits because the rational model uses a logical sequence to choose among alternatives. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication. Equity theory is different because it explains motivation through fairness, and laissez-faire leadership is different because it gives followers broad freedom. Question 23. If workers plan, schedule, monitor, and control much of their own work in a call center for the Southridge unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, self-managed team. Option B, traditional team. Option C, virtual organization. Option D, quality circle. The correct answer is option A, self-managed team. Self-managed team fits because self-managed teams have authority over many administrative and work process decisions. Traditional team is different because it relies more on a supervisor for direction. Virtual organization is different because it uses networks and technology across locations, and quality circle is different because it usually recommends improvements rather than manages all work. Question 24. To analyze a case where a diagram shows formal positions and reporting relationships at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit, which term should be selected? Option A, balance sheet. Option B, SWOT table. Option C, training plan. Option D, organization chart. The correct answer is option D, organization chart. Organization chart fits because an organization chart visually displays formal authority and reporting lines. Balance sheet is different because it reports financial position. SWOT table is different because it summarizes strategic factors, and training plan is different because it develops employee skills. Question 25. For an exam item where a leader inspires employees with a vision for major change in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, transactional leadership. Option B, scientific management. Option C, budgetary control. Option D, transformational leadership. The correct answer is option D, transformational leadership. Transformational leadership fits because transformational leadership motivates people through vision, meaning, and change. Transactional leadership is different because it focuses on exchanges and rewards. Scientific management is different because it focuses on task efficiency, and budgetary control is different because it monitors financial results. Question 26. In a workplace example where managers use organized data reports to support planning and control at a university office for the Southridge unit, which concept is tested? Option A, labor union. Option B, job enrichment. Option C, autocratic leadership. Option D, management information system. The correct answer is option D, management information system. Management information system fits because MIS provides useful information for managerial decision-making. Labor union is different because it represents workers. Job enrichment is different because it redesigns work for motivation, and autocratic leadership is different because it centralizes decisions. Question 27. Before choosing an answer about a team generates many ideas before judging any of them during a product launch for the Southridge unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, groupthink. Option B, brainstorming. Option C, arbitration. Option D, budgeting. The correct answer is option B, brainstorming. Brainstorming fits because brainstorming separates idea generation from evaluation to encourage creativity. Groupthink is different because it pressures members toward agreement. Arbitration is different because it lets a third party decide a dispute, and budgeting is different because it plans financial resources. Question 28. One manager notices that managers study broad principles such as unity of command and division of work during a budget review for the Southridge unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, administrative management. Option B, scientific management. Option C, quantitative management. Option D, e-business. The correct answer is option A, administrative management. Administrative management fits because administrative management focuses on general principles for managing organizations. Scientific management is different because it focuses more on individual task efficiency. Quantitative management is different because it applies mathematical models, and e-business is different because it uses digital technology for business processes. Question 29. Could a case where a manager sends instructions and performance expectations to employees during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit best point to which concept? Option A, upward communication. Option B, horizontal communication. Option C, grapevine. Option D, downward communication. The correct answer is option D, downward communication. Downward communication fits because downward communication flows from higher levels to lower levels. Upward communication is different because it moves from employees to managers. Horizontal communication is different because it moves among peers, and grapevine is different because it is informal and unofficial. Question 30. Why would a scenario where everyone in the organization works continuously to improve quality and satisfy customers during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit most likely test which idea? Option A, scientific management. Option B, centralization. Option C, collective bargaining. Option D, total quality management. The correct answer is option D, total quality management. Total quality management fits because TQM emphasizes continuous improvement, customer focus, and employee involvement. Scientific management is different because it emphasizes task efficiency. Centralization is different because it concentrates decisions at the top, and collective bargaining is different because it negotiates labor terms. Question 31. Where does an engineer reports to both a functional manager and a project manager inside a sales department for the Southridge unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, functional structure. Option B, centralization. Option C, matrix structure. Option D, job analysis. The correct answer is option C, matrix structure. Matrix structure fits because a matrix structure combines functional and project authority, creating dual reporting. Functional structure is different because it usually has one functional chain. Centralization is different because it refers to where decisions are made, and job analysis is different because it studies the content of a job. Question 32. Should a student connect managers compare internal strengths and weaknesses with external opportunities and threats inside an HR department for the Southridge unit with which management concept? Option A, PERT analysis. Option B, SWOT analysis. Option C, performance appraisal. Option D, collective bargaining. The correct answer is option B, SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis fits because SWOT analysis organizes internal and external factors for strategic planning. PERT analysis is different because it schedules complex project activities, performance appraisal is different because it evaluates an employee's work, and collective bargaining is different because it negotiates labor agreements. Question 33. Which concept is shown when someone starts a new venture by taking risk to pursue an opportunity in a call center for the Southridge unit? Option A, bureaucracy. Option B, performance appraisal. Option C, entrepreneurship. Option D, feed-forward control. The correct answer is option C, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship fits because entrepreneurship involves creating a venture, taking risk, and seeking opportunity. Bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes formal rules, performance appraisal is different because it evaluates employees, and feed-forward control is different because it checks inputs before action. Question 34. Branch managers are allowed to solve local customer problems without headquarters approval at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, centralization. Option B, decentralization. Option C, bureaucracy. Option D, forecasting. The correct answer is option B, decentralization. Decentralization fits because decentralization gives lower levels more authority to make decisions. Centralization is different because it keeps authority at the top, bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes rules and hierarchy, and forecasting is different because it estimates future conditions. Question 35. During a management case, managers oversee the process that turns materials, labor, and information into goods or services in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, operations management. Option B, human resource management. Option C, strategic alliance. Option D, equity theory. The correct answer is option A, operations management. Operations management fits because operations management focuses on transforming inputs into valuable outputs. Human resource management is different because it focuses on people systems, strategic alliance is different because it is cooperation between organizations, and equity theory is different because it explains fairness perceptions. Question 36. How should a manager classify a situation where leaders describe what the organization wants to become in the future at a university office for the Southridge unit? Option A, role. Option B, vision statement. Option C, job description. Option D, concurrent control. The correct answer is option B, vision statement. Vision statement fits because a vision statement expresses an inspiring future state. Role is different because it states a specific required or prohibited behavior. Job description is different because it lists duties of a position, and concurrent control is different because it monitors work while it is happening. Question 37. When a neutral third party helps disputing employees reach their own agreement during a product launch for the Southridge unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, arbitration. Option B, mediation. Option C, collective bargaining. Option D, groupthink. The correct answer is option B, mediation. Mediation fits because mediation guides the process without imposing a binding decision. Arbitration is different because it usually gives the third-party decision power, collective bargaining is different because it is labor management negotiation, and groupthink is different because it is pressure toward agreement. Question 38. After work is studied to find the most efficient way to perform each task during a budget review for the Southridge unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, human relations approach. Option B, contingency theory. Option C, bureaucracy. Option D, scientific management. The correct answer is option D, scientific management. Scientific management fits because scientific management emphasizes task analysis, standard methods, and efficiency. Human relations approach is different because it emphasizes social needs and worker attitudes. Contingency theory is different because it argues management depends on the situation, and bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes hierarchy and rules. Question 39. If an employee accepts the duty to complete an assigned task during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, authority. Option B, accountability. Option C, responsibility. Option D, centralization. The correct answer is option C, responsibility. Responsibility fits because responsibility is the obligation to perform assigned work. Authority is different because it is the right to direct work. Accountability is different because it is answerability for outcomes, and centralization is different because it keeps decisions at higher levels. Question 40. To analyze a case where a supervisor is responsible for 12 direct reports during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit, which term should be selected? Option A, chain of command. Option B, unity of direction. Option C, span of control. Option D, job specification. The correct answer is option C, span of control. Span of control fits because span of control is the number of employees reporting directly to a manager. Chain of command is different because it shows reporting lines rather than number of reports. Unity of direction is different because it aligns activities under one plan, and job specification is different because it lists qualifications. Question 41. For an exam item where managers set expected revenues and spending limits for a department inside a sales department for the Southridge unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, organization chart. Option B, job description. Option C, grapevine. Option D, budget. The correct answer is option D, budget. Budget fits because a budget is a financial plan that helps allocate and control resources. Organization chart is different because it shows formal reporting relationships. Job description is different because it lists position duties, and grapevine is different because it is informal communication. Question 42. In a workplace example where a leader rewards employees for meeting agreed performance targets inside an HR department for the Southridge unit, which concept is tested? Option A, transformational leadership. Option B, servant leadership. Option C, situational leadership. Option D, transactional leadership. The correct answer is option D, transactional leadership. Transactional leadership fits because transactional leadership uses exchanges, rewards, and corrective actions. Transformational leadership is different because it inspires commitment to change. Servant leadership is different because it emphasizes serving followers, and situational leadership is different because it adapts style to readiness. Question 43. Before choosing an answer about new employees, learn basic policies, expectations, and workplace routines in a call center for the Southridge unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, recruitment. Option B, orientation. Option C, performance appraisal. Option D, arbitration. The correct answer is option B, orientation. Orientation fits because orientation introduces new hires to the organization and their jobs. Recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, performance appraisal is different because it evaluates results, and arbitration is different because it resolves disputes through a binding third party. Question 44. One manager notices that a supervisor motivates employees and guides them toward a shared goal at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, planning. Option B, organizing. Option C, controlling. Option D, leading. The correct answer is option D, leading. Leading fits because leading focuses on influencing, motivating, and directing people. Planning is different because it is about setting direction before action. Organizing is different because it designs responsibilities and relationships, and controlling is different because it compares results with standards. Question 45. Could a case where a company gives managers broad guidance for handling customer refunds in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit best point to which concept? Option A, policy. Option B, procedure. Option C, rule. Option D, vision. The correct answer is option A, policy. Policy fits because a policy is a general guideline for recurring decisions. Procedure is different because it gives exact steps to follow. Rule is different because it states a specific required or prohibited action, and vision is different because it describes a desired future. Question 46. Why would a scenario where employees are grouped into departments such as finance, marketing, and operations at a university office for the Southridge unit most likely test which idea? Option A, divisional structure. Option B, functional structure. Option C, matrix structure. Option D, virtual team. The correct answer is option B, functional structure. Functional structure fits because a functional structure groups people by similar skills or activities. Divisional structure is different because it groups by product, customer, or geography. Matrix structure is different because it creates dual reporting lines, and virtual team is different because it works across distance through technology. Question 47. Where does a company prepares a backup response in case a supplier fails during a product launch for the Southridge unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, standing role. Option B, job analysis. Option C, downward communication. Option D, contingency plan. The correct answer is option D, contingency plan. Contingency plan fits because a contingency plan prepares for possible future events or disruptions. Standing role is different because it gives a continuing command for repeated behavior. Job analysis is different because it studies tasks and requirements, and downward communication is different because it flows from managers to employees. Question 48. Should a student connect an HR specialist advises managers about hiring rules without running their departments during a budget review for the Southridge unit with which management concept? Option A, staff authority. Option B, line authority. Option C, centralization. Option D, concurrent control. The correct answer is option A, staff authority. Staff authority fits because staff authority supports line managers with specialized advice. Line authority is different because it directly commands core work. Centralization is different because it concerns where decisions are made, and concurrent control is different because it monitors work in progress. Question 49. Which concept is shown when a team writes a goal that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit? Option A, vision statement. Option B, grapevine. Option C, SMART goal. Option D, bureaucracy. The correct answer is option C, SMART goal. SMART goal fits because SMART goals are clear enough to guide action and evaluate results. Vision statement is different because it describes a desired future rather than a measurable target. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication, and bureaucracy is different because it is a formal rule-based structure. Question 50. Executives respond to a crisis the company has never faced before during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, non-program decision. Option B, program decision. Option C, procedure. Option D, standing plan. The correct answer is option A, non-program decision. Non-program decision fits because non-program decisions are novel, complex, and not solved by routine rules. Program decision is different because it handles repeated problems, procedure is different because it gives routine steps, and standing plan is different because it guides recurring situations. Question 51. During a management case, employees worry a new system will reduce their status or job security inside a sales department for the Southridge unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, resistance to change. Option B, empowerment. Option C, benchmarking. Option D, orientation. The correct answer is option A, resistance to change. Resistance to change fits because resistance to change often comes from fear, uncertainty, or perceived loss. Empowerment is different because it gives people more discretion. Benchmarking is different because it compares against best practices, and orientation is different because it introduces employees to the organization. Question 52. How should a manager classify a situation where managers recognize that social needs and group norms affect productivity inside an HR department for the Southridge unit? Option A, scientific management. Option B, classical bureaucracy. Option C, PERT. Option D, human relations approach. The correct answer is option D, human relations approach. Human relations approach fits because the human relations approach emphasizes people, morale, and social factors at work. Scientific management is different because it emphasizes efficient task methods. Classical bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes formal rules and hierarchy, and PERT is different because it schedules project activities. Question 53. When an employee reports illegal conduct to appropriate authorities or channels in a call center for the Southridge unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, benchmarking. Option B, job rotation. Option C, downward communication. Option D, whistleblowing. The correct answer is option D, whistleblowing. Whistleblowing fits because whistleblowing is reporting wrongdoing that threatens the organization or public interest. Benchmarking is different because it compares with best practices. Job rotation is different because it changes job assignments, and downward communication is different because it sends messages from managers to employees. Question 54. After HR builds a pool of applicants for an open position at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, selection. Option B, orientation. Option C, recruitment. Option D, performance appraisal. The correct answer is option C, recruitment. Recruitment fits because recruitment attracts qualified candidates to apply. Selection is different because it chooses among applicants, orientation is different because it introduces hired employees, and performance appraisal is different because it evaluates work results. Question 55. If a supervisor paraphrases an employee's concern before responding in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, filtering. Option B, noise. Option C, active listening. Option D, downward control. The correct answer is option C, active listening. Active listening fits because active listening checks understanding and shows attention to the speaker. Filtering is different because it distorts information before it reaches the receiver. Noise is different because it interferes with communication, and downward control is different because it is not a standard communication concept. Question 56. To analyze a case where a company identifies a patented process it owns as an advantage at a university office for the Southridge unit, which term should be selected? Option A, strength. Option B, threat. Option C, opportunity. Option D, weakness. The correct answer is option A, strength. Strength fits because a strength is an internal positive capability or resource. Threat is different because it is an external danger, opportunity is different because it is an external positive condition, and weakness is different because it is an internal limitation. Question 57. For an exam item where union representatives and management negotiate wages, hours, and working conditions during a product launch for the Southridge unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, mediation. Option B, recruitment. Option C, forecasting. Option D, collective bargaining. The correct answer is option D, collective bargaining. Collective bargaining fits because collective bargaining is the negotiation process between labor and management. Mediation is different because it uses a neutral helper in a dispute. Recruitment is different because it attracts job applicants, and forecasting is different because it estimates future conditions. Question 58. In a workplace example where a manager chooses a satisfactory solution because time and information are limited during a budget review for the Southridge unit, which concept is tested? Option A, bounded rationality. Option B, perfect rationality. Option C, brainstorming. Option D, management by exception. The correct answer is option A, bounded rationality. Bounded rationality fits because bounded rationality recognizes that managers cannot always make perfectly rational decisions. Perfect rationality is different because it assumes complete information and unlimited analysis. Brainstorming is different because it generates many ideas, and management by exception is different because it focuses attention on major deviations. Question 59. Before choosing an answer about a manager compares actual performance with standards and corrects a gap during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, planning. Option B, organizing. Option C, controlling. Option D, leading. The correct answer is option C, controlling. Controlling fits because controlling measures results, compares them with standards, and triggers corrective action. Planning is different because it sets goals but does not measure completed results. Organizing is different because it assigns work and authority, and leading is different because it motivates people rather than evaluates variances. Question 60. One manager notices that a manager has the formal right to make decisions and direct work during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, responsibility. Option B, accountability. Option C, authority. Option D, motivation. The correct answer is option C, authority. Authority fits because authority is the legitimate right to command resources and give orders. Responsibility is different because it is the duty to perform assigned work. Accountability is different because it is being answerable for results, and motivation is different because it is the drive to act. Question 61. Could a case where a firm discovers its outdated software is hurting productivity inside a sales department for the Southridge unit best point to which concept? Option A, weakness. Option B, strength. Option C, opportunity. Option D, threat. The correct answer is option A, weakness. Weakness fits because a weakness is an internal limitation that can reduce performance. Strength is different because it is an internal advantage, opportunity is different because it comes from a favorable external condition, and threat is different because it comes from an unfavorable external condition. Question 62. Why would a scenario where executives choose broad long-term goals for the whole organization inside an HR department for the Southridge unit most likely test which idea? Option A, strategic planning. Option B, operational planning. Option C, work scheduling. Option D, performance appraisal. The correct answer is option A, strategic planning. Strategic planning fits because strategic planning sets organization-wide direction over a longer time horizon. Operational planning is different because it focuses on short-term day-to-day activities. Work scheduling is different because it assigns timing to tasks, and performance appraisal is different because it evaluates employee results. Question 63. Where does a theorist emphasizes hierarchy, formal rules, and impersonal treatment in a call center for the Southridge unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, human relations management. Option B, transformational leadership. Option C, JIT inventory. Option D, bureaucratic management. The correct answer is option D, bureaucratic management. Bureaucratic management fits because bureaucratic management explains organizations through formal authority, rules, and specialization. Human relations management is different because it emphasizes social and psychological factors. Transformational leadership is different because it inspires change through vision, and JIT inventory is different because it reduces inventory holding. Question 64. Should a student connect a neutral third party hears a dispute and makes a binding decision at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit with which management concept? Option A, mediation. Option B, brainstorming. Option C, arbitration. Option D, job rotation. The correct answer is option C, arbitration. Arbitration fits because arbitration gives the third party authority to decide the outcome. Mediation is different because it helps parties negotiate without imposing a decision. Brainstorming is different because it generates ideas, and job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs. Question 65. Which concept is shown when a new customer segment appears in the market in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit? Option A, opportunity. Option B, weakness. Option C, strength. Option D, policy. The correct answer is option A, opportunity. Opportunity fits because an opportunity is an external condition the organization can use to improve results. Weakness is different because it is inside the organization, strength is different because it is an internal advantage, and policy is different because it is a general decision guideline. Question 66. A routine refund request is handled with an established policy at a university office for the Southridge unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, non-program decision. Option B, strategic alliance. Option C, program decision. Option D, job enrichment. The correct answer is option C, program decision. Program decision fits because program decisions use rules or procedures for recurring problems. Non-program decision is different because it addresses new and unusual situations. Strategic alliance is different because it is cooperation between firms, and job enrichment is different because it redesigns work. Question 67. During a management case, a job is redesigned to include more responsibility, achievement, and growth during a product launch for the Southridge unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, job enrichment. Option B, job enlargement. Option C, job rotation. Option D, job simplification. The correct answer is option A, job enrichment. Job enrichment fits because job enrichment adds motivating factors to the depth of a job. Job enlargement is different because it adds more tasks at the same level. Job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs, and job simplification is different because it reduces task complexity. Question 68. How should a manager classify a situation where a neutral selection test disproportionately screens out a protected group without job-related justification during a budget review for the Southridge unit? Option A, job enrichment. Option B, management by objectives. Option C, adverse impact. Option D, horizontal communication. The correct answer is option C, adverse impact. Adverse impact fits because adverse impact occurs when an employment practice has an unfair discriminatory effect. Job enrichment is different because it adds motivators to work. Management by objectives is different because it sets agreed measurable goals, and horizontal communication is different because it occurs among peers. Question 69. When a leader recognizes frustration in a team and responds calmly during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, emotional intelligence. Option B, technical skill. Option C, benchmarking. Option D, span of control. The correct answer is option A, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence fits because emotional intelligence involves understanding and managing emotions in oneself and others. Technical skill is different because it concerns specialized job knowledge. Benchmarking is different because it compares practices with leaders, and span of control is different because it counts direct reports. Question 70. After employees share unofficial information before management makes a formal announcement during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, organization chart. Option B, policy manual. Option C, grapevine. Option D, budget report. The correct answer is option C, grapevine. Grapevine fits because the grapevine is the informal communication network inside an organization. Organization chart is different because it is a formal structure diagram. Policy manual is different because it gives official guidance, and budget report is different because it gives financial control information. Question 71. If a manager must explain why a project missed its target inside a sales department for the Southridge unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, authority. Option B, accountability. Option C, delegation. Option D, recruitment. The correct answer is option B, accountability. Accountability fits because accountability means being answerable for results. Authority is different because it is decision-making power. Delegation is different because it transfers work and authority to another person, and recruitment is different because it attracts job applicants. Question 72. To analyze a case where employees in marketing and operations coordinate work at the same level inside an HR department for the Southridge unit, which term should be selected? Option A, downward communication. Option B, horizontal communication. Option C, upward communication. Option D, chain of command. The correct answer is option B, horizontal communication. Horizontal communication fits because horizontal communication occurs among people or units at similar levels. Downward communication is different because it flows down the hierarchy. Upward communication is different because it flows up the hierarchy, and chain of command is different because it shows formal authority lines. Question 73. For an exam item where employees can trace who reports to whom from supervisor to executive in a call center for the Southridge unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, chain of command. Option B, job enrichment. Option C, benchmarking. Option D, equity theory. The correct answer is option A, chain of command. Chain of command fits because the chain of command shows the formal line of authority. Job enrichment is different because it adds motivating responsibility to work. Benchmarking is different because it compares performance with best practices, and equity theory is different because it concerns perceived fairness. Question 74. In a workplace example where an organization relies on written rules, hierarchy, specialization, and formal procedures at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit, which concept is tested? Option A, adhocracy. Option B, bureaucracy. Option C, grapevine. Option D, job enrichment. The correct answer is option B, bureaucracy. Bureaucracy fits because bureaucracy is a formal structure built around rules, hierarchy, and defined roles. Adhocracy is different because it is flexible and innovation-oriented. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication, and job enrichment is different because it redesigns work for motivation. Question 75. Before choosing an answer about a manager assigns a task and grants enough authority to complete it in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, centralization. Option B, job rotation. Option C, delegation. Option D, arbitration. The correct answer is option C, delegation. Delegation fits because delegation transfers responsibility for work along with the authority needed to do it. Centralization is different because it keeps authority near the top. Job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs, and arbitration is different because it uses a third party to make a binding dispute decision. Question 76. One manager notices that a team ignores warning signs because members want agreement more than realistic evaluation at a university office for the Southridge unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, constructive conflict. Option B, groupthink. Option C, benchmarking. Option D, equity theory. The correct answer is option B, groupthink. Groupthink fits because groupthink occurs when pressure for harmony weakens critical thinking. Constructive conflict is different because it encourages useful disagreement. Benchmarking is different because it compares with best practices, and equity theory is different because it focuses on perceived fairness. Question 77. Could a case where two departments search for a solution that fully addresses both sides' concerns during a product launch for the Southridge unit best point to which concept? Option A, avoidance. Option B, forcing. Option C, collaboration. Option D, compromise. The correct answer is option C, collaboration. Collaboration fits because collaboration tries to create a win-win outcome by addressing underlying interests. Avoidance is different because it postpones or ignores the conflict. Forcing is different because it uses power to win at the other's expense, and compromise is different because it requires each side to give up something. Question 78. Why would a scenario where an employee follows formal steps to challenge a contract violation during a budget review for the Southridge unit most likely test which idea? Option A, selection procedure. Option B, budgeting process. Option C, grievance procedure. Option D, brainstorming. The correct answer is option C, grievance procedure. Grievance procedure fits because a grievance procedure gives employees a formal path for resolving workplace complaints. Selection procedure is different because it screens job applicants, budgeting process is different because it plans financial resources, and brainstorming is different because it generates ideas before judging them. Question 79. Where does a manager postpones addressing a conflict and hopes it disappears during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, forcing. Option B, collaboration. Option C, mediation. Option D, avoidance. The correct answer is option D, avoidance. Avoidance fits because avoidance delays or withdraws from conflict rather than solving it directly. Forcing is different because it uses authority to impose a solution. Collaboration is different because it openly works through both sides' concerns, and mediation is different because it uses a neutral facilitator. Question 80. Should a student connect experts give anonymous opinions through several rounds of questionnaires during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit with which management concept? Option A, Delphi technique. Option B, town hall meeting. Option C, functional structure. Option D, concurrent control. The correct answer is option A, Delphi technique. Delphi technique fits because the Delphi technique gathers expert judgment while reducing direct social pressure. Town hall meeting is different because it is open discussion rather than anonymous expert rounds. Functional structure is different because it groups similar activities, and concurrent control is different because it monitors current work. Question 81. Which concept is shown when managers estimate future sales before setting staffing levels inside a sales department for the Southridge unit? Option A, delegation. Option B, forecasting. Option C, job enrichment. Option D, mediation. The correct answer is option B, forecasting. Forecasting fits because forecasting predicts future conditions so managers can plan more intelligently. Delegation is different because it assigns responsibility and authority. Job enrichment is different because it adds motivating responsibility to a job, and mediation is different because it uses a neutral party to guide dispute resolution. Question 82. A manager studies how changes in one department affect suppliers, employees, and customers inside an HR department for the Southridge unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, scientific management. Option B, job specification. Option C, downward communication. Option D, systems theory. The correct answer is option D, systems theory. Systems theory fits because systems theory views the organization as interdependent parts within a larger environment. Scientific management is different because it focuses on efficient task design. Job specification is different because it lists worker qualifications, and downward communication is different because it describes message direction. Question 83. During a management case, team members write ideas silently, discuss them, and rank the options in a call center for the Southridge unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, brainstorming. Option B, grapevine. Option C, nominal group technique. Option D, job analysis. The correct answer is option C, nominal group technique. Nominal group technique fits because the nominal group technique reduces dominance by collecting individual ideas before voting. Brainstorming is different because it usually encourages open idea generation. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication, and job analysis is different because it studies work duties. Question 84. How should a manager classify a situation where a document lists the duties, responsibilities, and reporting relationships of a position at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit? Option A, job description. Option B, job specification. Option C, policy. Option D, forecast. The correct answer is option A, job description. Job description fits because a job description explains what the job holder does. Job specification is different because it lists qualifications needed. Policy is different because it gives broad decision guidance, and forecast is different because it estimates future conditions. Question 85. When employees organize as a group to represent their workplace interests in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, quality circle. Option B, functional department. Option C, mission statement. Option D, labor union. The correct answer is option D, labor union. Labor union fits because a labor union represents workers collectively in dealing with management. Quality circle is different because it focuses on work improvement suggestions. Functional department is different because it groups similar work, and mission statement is different because it states purpose. Question 86. After leaders explain the organization's basic purpose and reason for existing at a university office for the Southridge unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, procedure. Option B, variance report. Option C, job specification. Option D, mission statement. The correct answer is option D, mission statement. Mission statement fits because a mission statement states what the organization does and why it exists. Procedure is different because it gives step-by-step instructions. Variance report is different because it compares actual results with standards, and job specification is different because it lists qualifications for a job. Question 87. If frontline supervisors plan specific daily activities and work routines during a product launch for the Southridge unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, operational planning. Option B, strategic planning. Option C, organization development. Option D, benchmarking. The correct answer is option A, operational planning. Operational planning fits because operational planning deals with short-range tasks, procedures, and schedules. Strategic planning is different because it covers broad long-term direction. Organization development is different because it focuses on planned organizational change, and benchmarking is different because it compares practices with leading performers. Question 88. To analyze a case where a leader makes decisions alone and expects quick compliance during a budget review for the Southridge unit, which term should be selected? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, democratic leadership. Option C, laissez-faire leadership. Option D, servant leadership. The correct answer is option A, autocratic leadership. Autocratic leadership fits because autocratic leadership centralizes authority in the leader. Democratic leadership is different because it invites participation. Laissez-faire leadership is different because it gives followers wide freedom, and servant leadership is different because it emphasizes serving followers' needs. Question 89. For an exam item where a leader focuses first on helping followers grow and succeed during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, transactional leadership. Option C, scientific management. Option D, servant leadership. The correct answer is option D, servant leadership. Servant leadership fits because servant leadership prioritizes follower development, service, and trust. Autocratic leadership is different because it emphasizes command by the leader. Transactional leadership is different because it emphasizes performance exchanges, and scientific management is different because it emphasizes efficient work methods. Question 90. In a workplace example where employees learn skills needed for their current job during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit, which concept is tested? Option A, development. Option B, recruitment. Option C, compensation. Option D, training. The correct answer is option D, training. Training fits because training develops abilities that improve current job performance. Development is different because it prepares employees for broader future roles. Recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, and compensation is different because it provides pay and benefits. Question 91. Before choosing an answer about an organization designs pay rates, incentives, and salary ranges inside a sales department for the Southridge unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, benefits. Option B, recruitment. Option C, compensation. Option D, quality control. The correct answer is option C, compensation. Compensation fits because compensation covers financial rewards given for employee work. Benefits is different because they are indirect rewards such as insurance or leave. Recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, and quality control is different because it checks output against standards. Question 92. One manager notices that materials arrive shortly before they are needed in production inside an HR department for the Southridge unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, safety stock. Option B, job rotation. Option C, just-in-time inventory. Option D, SWOT analysis. The correct answer is option C, just-in-time inventory. Just-in-time inventory fits because JIT reduces inventory holding by coordinating deliveries closely with production needs. Safety stock is different because it keeps extra inventory as a buffer. Job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs, and SWOT analysis is different because it studies strategic factors. Question 93. Could a case where a firm uses digital systems to sell, serve customers and coordinate operations in a call center for the Southridge unit best point to which concept? Option A, e-business. Option B, job analysis. Option C, autocratic leadership. Option D, mediation. The correct answer is option A, e-business. E-business fits because e-business uses internet and digital technologies to conduct business processes. Job analysis is different because it studies work duties, autocratic leadership is different because it centralizes decisions, and mediation is different because it helps parties reach agreement. Question 94. Why would a scenario where a manager chooses a leadership style based on the team's skill and the situation at a healthcare clinic for the Southridge unit most likely test which idea? Option A, one best way approach. Option B, equity theory. Option C, centralization. Option D, contingency theory. The correct answer is option D, contingency theory. Contingency theory fits because contingency theory says effective management depends on situational factors. One best way approach is different because it assumes one method works everywhere. Equity theory is different because it focuses on fairness perceptions, and centralization is different because it concerns where authority is held. Question 95. Where does employees share unwritten values about how work should be done in a growing retail firm for the Southridge unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, organization chart. Option B, organizational culture. Option C, budget. Option D, job specification. The correct answer is option B, organizational culture. Organizational culture fits because organizational culture is the shared values, beliefs, and assumptions of members. Organization chart is different because it shows formal structure, budget is different because it allocates money, and job specification is different because it lists required qualifications. Question 96. Should a student connect an employer uses job-related criteria and avoids discrimination in hiring at a university office for the Southridge unit with which management concept? Option A, job enlargement. Option B, equal employment opportunity. Option C, grapevine. Option D, benchmarking. The correct answer is option B, equal employment opportunity. Equal employment opportunity fits because equal employment opportunity requires fair treatment in employment decisions. Job enlargement is different because it expands tasks, grapevine is different because it is informal communication, and benchmarking is different because it compares with best practices. Question 97. Which concept is shown when a leader changes direction and support based on follower readiness during a product launch for the Southridge unit? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, bureaucratic management. Option C, situational leadership. Option D, job enrichment. The correct answer is option C, situational leadership. Situational leadership fits because situational leadership adapts leader behavior to the maturity or readiness of followers. Autocratic leadership is different because it consistently centers decisions on the leader. Bureaucratic management is different because it emphasizes formal rules, and job enrichment is different because it redesigns jobs for motivation. Question 98. Major decisions must be approved by top executives during a budget review for the Southridge unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, centralization. Option B, decentralization. Option C, empowerment. Option D, horizontal communication. The correct answer is option A, centralization. Centralization fits because centralization concentrates decision authority at higher levels. Decentralization is different because it pushes authority to lower levels, empowerment is different because it gives employees more discretion, and horizontal communication is different because it flows among peers. Question 99. During a management case, a company creates separate units for consumer products, business products, and services during a leadership workshop for the Southridge unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, divisional structure. Option B, functional structure. Option C, simple structure. Option D, staff authority. The correct answer is option A, divisional structure. Divisional structure fits because a divisional structure groups work around products, customers, or regions. Functional structure is different because it groups by specialized activities, simple structure is different because it has little formalization and few departments, and staff authority is different because it gives advice rather than a full divisional design. Question 100. How should a manager classify a situation where each side gives up part of what it wants to reach a settlement during a quality improvement meeting for the Southridge unit? Option A, collaboration. Option B, compromise. Option C, avoidance. Option D, accommodation. The correct answer is option B, compromise. Compromise fits because compromise resolves conflict through mutual concessions. Collaboration is different because it seeks a fuller win-win solution, avoidance is different because it sidesteps the issue, and accommodation is different because it yields to the other side.